Yes, folks. In high school, I would have beat his ass. Where'd my glasses go? I had glasses when I started this show. Oh, they're on. Oh, yeah, there's my glasses. All right, so that's okay. Let's keep them there. So, where is our? Give me the picture. Smoking Joe. Where's Smoking Joe? You got Smoking Joe? There's Smoking Joe Biden. Weighs in at a nice 210. Smoking Joe just came from the hair club for men. You know, Smoking Joe's ready. And he is about to take on Donald Trump. And Smoking Joe are about to go in the ring. That's exactly right, folks. I'm not making it. You can't make this up. It can't happen. Smoking Joe and Donald Trump. That's my lead-in. What would you rather have? Stormy Daniels? Smoking Joe. Leave that up there just a minute. You have the Biden tweet. I called it Trump Biden tweet. You have that? Yeah, put that up. Yeah, smoke. All right. Crazy Joe Biden. Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe in this corner. I don't know how to start the show any other way, folks. Crazy Joe Biden is trying to act like a tough guy. He's a tough guy. This is a tweet from Donald Trump this morning at 6:19. Crazy Joe Biden is trying to act like a tough guy. Actually, he is weak, both mentally and physically. I'm sorry, I gotta read this. And yet he threatens me for the second time with physical assault. Just physical assault. He doesn't know me, but he would go down fast and hard. Okay? Crying all the way. Not just fast, he would be crying all the way when I punch him in his head. Don't threaten people, Joe. Joe doesn't know me. Put him back up in the ring. This is Crazy Joe. This is the tweet. Crazy Joe Biden. I'm sorry, this is the news. 619 is trying to act like a tough guy. Actually, he is weak, both mentally and physically. Okay? President Donald Trump fired back at Crazy Joe Biden. He would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. All right? He's trying to act like a tough guy, oh Crazy Joe. Well, here's what Crazy Joe said. Biden reportedly said at an anti-sexual assault rally in Florida. Now, it's a sexual assault rally. The word assault is in here in Florida. That he would have beaten the hell out of Trump in high school. If we were in high school, I'd have beaten the hell out of Trump in high school over comments the president has made about women. A guy who ended up becoming our national leader said, I can grab a woman anywhere she likes it, Biden said, according to ABC News. They asked me if I'd like to debate this gentleman. They asked me if I'd like to debate this gentleman. And I said no. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. Amanda, can you believe this is what I'm opening up with? Let me stay with this, okay? Biden also said he's a pretty damn good athlete and has been in a lot of locker rooms in his life. Any guy that talked that way was usually the fattest, ugliest SOB in the room, Biden said. What? It's just locker room talk. He's been in a lot of locker rooms, okay? He's a pretty damn good athlete. All right, fattest, ugliest S. And there you go. This morning at 6:30, the president squared off with smoking Crazy Joe Biden in the ring. He would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. Take that off there. Good morning. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Carla will not be here this morning. Something has come up in her schedule. She's not able to be here. If you're usually tuning in for Carla's Corner, first of all, if you would like to comment concerning Smokin' Joe there, Crazy Joe in the ring with the president, or you would like to send us a comment at any time on the show, it's 706-889-9700, 706-889-9700, or chief@fetchernews.com is our email address. Also, you can follow us on Twitter @FetcherNews, @FYNTV. You can do that. And let's see, find us on Facebook. If you think Mark Zuckerberg sold all of our data? I mean, we're on Facebook. Our data is out there. He sold it all to Cambridge Analytics. He made a big deal and sold our data. Watch and see, huh? So you can follow us on Facebook, FYNTV, or Fetcher News on Facebook, and also on YouTube, FYNTV, Fetcher News YouTube channel. If you'll subscribe anytime until YouTube takes us down, till the censoring begins, you can find us. It'll send you a live notification that we're doing a live broadcast if you'll go subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning. What is today? Today's Thursday. So that means tomorrow we will be in Blue Ridge. Let's go ahead and get it's cold this morning, 27 degrees. The frost are running wide open. Headed down the highway this morning, 27 degrees. We hope it warms up. Got a fan and high school baseball game tonight. I don't want to sit out there in the cold. But tomorrow, that means we're in Blue Ridge, Circuit World in Blue Ridge. And we have our segment, Ask the Doc, every Friday morning at 8:15 with Dr. William Whaley. If you ever have a question for Ask the Doc, Dr. Whaley, you send that to info, I-N-F-O, @fetchernews.com, and put up there in the subject, Ask the Doc, okay? And we get the questions to Dr. Whaley, see if he can get you an answer. And as the doctor says, he doesn't care what questions you ask, and if they're questions that we can't really answer on the show, he will send you an answer. He has told us that he will do that, hasn't he, Amanda? So send the question, no matter what it may be, to Dr. Whaley, info @fetchernews.com. Also at 8:45 every morning, Friday morning, we have the All-Star Panel with Rick, Bruce, and Jane. And then at 9:45, we round out our week with our favorite segment, my favorite segment of the week, our Pet of the Week from the Humane Society in Blue Ridge. Now, moving right along, we have a $1.3 trillion omnibus budget. I'm serious. Over 2,000 pages. 2,300 or whatever. Who is reading this? Who's reading this? How come we have to, and I know what you're going to say, some of you out there saying, yeah, well, you don't understand the intricacies, the difficulty in doing that. Why can't we do like 100-page bills that we could read? The American taxpayer, it's their money, could actually sit down and read where their money is going to go. And why does it have to be one big omnibus? Why do you have to go in every department and keep stacking and stacking and stacking all of these departments on top of each other to where we can't truly see in $1.3 trillion in 24 hours where our money is going? I've often said here, if you get confused on really my beliefs, it's just real simple. It's your money, and when any politician forgets they're spending your money, and they feel like they're doing you some kind of favor with your money, they have to go. It's that simple, and that's my belief. And I'm telling you, an omnibus bill that Pelosi is happy with, okay, Chuck Schumer is happy with, Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan are happy with, something bad wrong. Billions and billions of dollars in domestic spending. Nothing really cut. Schumer and Pelosi are so happy. Then what happens with, and we'll get into further detail later in the show, Susan Collins and Lamar Alexander. Susan Collins up there in Maine, and supposedly a Republican, and Lamar Alexander, supposedly a Republican in Tennessee, with the insurance fix, okay? They want money to fix Obamacare is what they want to give to the insurance companies. Money for sanctuary cities. I mean, you know, with nobody could call me and say I'm wrong. When I say nobody, nobody can, because you're not going to guarantee me this morning that you have somebody that has gone through 2,300 pages, if that's the number, since this omnibus $1.3 trillion budget has been released, and you can actually tell me I'm wrong anywhere today. You can't, because there's so much information out there saying that it's going to fund sanctuary cities. Well, you might have Republicans argue, no, it's not. It's just going to continue with the programs that cities are receiving now, the funds, but we'll stop the sanctuary cities later. So, you know, it's like one half of a dozen, whatever, you know, of another. So either it funds sanctuary cities or it doesn't. But there's a lot of discussion out there that it continues to fund sanctuary cities. Planned Parenthood. Remember the day when a politician told you the first opportunity they had, a Republican in your district, they would defund Planned Parenthood? Okay. If any politician calls me and says, okay, that they're cutting back funding to Planned Parenthood, watch for the outcry. Because you and I both know that Richards, is it Celia Richards, the head of Planned Parenthood? We both know that they would be screaming so loud through this internet that you would not miss it if Planned Parenthood was being cut in any way whatsoever, right? Sanctuary cities, Planned Parenthood, Obama fixes maybe. Where's the border wall money? 1.6 billion or 1.4 billion, and it's really not a start on the border wall? Where's the money? No DACA fix. We heard about DACA every day. An omnibus $1.3 trillion bill sitting there to be voted on. Where's fiscal responsibility, Paul Ryan? Now, I do not want to hear that I have any problem with the military as far as respect for the men and women that serve. But we're going up billions of dollars in military spending, where the first audit of the Pentagon is coming in to say that they've lost money, they can't find money. There's money they can't find at the Pentagon. Fiscal responsibility with your money. President Trump, I would highly say the Freedom Caucus says no. Mark Meadows from North Carolina says no. It's that, you know, I'm not okay with it. So anyhow, $1.3 trillion omnibus spending bill. Why can we not have every department send their funding bill out so we can read it, understand it, vote on it, and move forward? Maybe we don't want to fund certain things in this area. Maybe we don't want to fund certain things in other areas of the budget. Why do they? You cannot, if you call your congressman today, no matter who they are, okay, they cannot tell you the truth that they read the bill they're going to vote on. We chanted, you and I chanted, thousands, millions of us, read the bill. Remember Obamacare? When conservatives came out, Republicans came out and said, this is Obamacare. You remember that? There's no way they read Obamacare, read the bill. Folks, $1.3 trillion. Your congressman cannot tell you they read the bill before they vote on it. Cannot. Let me tell you what they do, okay? You got Congressman A and you got Congressman B and you got Congresswoman out there that doesn't want to be called Congressman. Is that Maxine Waters? Anyhow, so you got Congressman A, Congressman B, Congressman C. Now they're going to yell at me and say this is not how it works, but this is how it works, the framework of what goes on. Now I may not be 100%, but I'm close. So Congressman A is in this committee, all right? Congressman B is in this committee, and Congressman C is in this committee. Let me explain, all right? So they write up their spending bill on their side for their area, and then they have somebody do a summary, like Cliff Notes for dumbass congressmen. I didn't say that, Amanda. I didn't say that, okay? Cliff Note, right? But they had Cliff Notes for, I mean, they have, shouldn't they have $1.3 trillion omnibus spending bill for dummies? Shouldn't they write that for us? Anyhow, so they come out with their segment and then they do a summary, okay, where they just put it out. B comes out with his summary and A comes out with his summary, his or hers, okay? And they trade the summaries back and forth and they say, you're okay. All right, this fixes it. All right, okay. So everybody gets a summary report. And they will drill down. Now, somebody will call me a liar, okay? That's the big word. Not embellish, not mishandle. They'll say, he's lying to you. No, what they do is they come out and they bring out a summary report. And this congressman trusts this congressman. They're friends. And this one trusts this one. And this congressman comes out of this committee and says, we're okay. All right, you said we're okay. All right, well, I'll trade you. We're okay over here. Okay. So you got Congress, now they start stacking these bills together and they got the omnibus bill, $1.3 trillion in spending, that there's not a congressman today in your district, no matter who they are, that can look at you and say they read over 2,000 pages, understand it, and know what they're voting on today. They vote on a summary. Now, do you just think about it? I just want to grab your attention for a minute. I got to go to break, okay? We're going to get into this deeper. But you think about this, okay? Voting on a summary of $1.3 trillion. A summary of 1.3. You think about it. Now, I believe in fiscal responsibility. From the lower level, it doesn't matter. Commissioners, city council, they'll tell you, start talking about spending money or start talking about the way you change spending money. I'm going to ask some questions. They know that. I just don't understand. I do not understand. I think I don't understand. Anyhow, Hercules and Leo are here. They made it. Put that up. All right, Project Chimp. For those of you out there, you can Google Hercules and Leo. There's Hercules and Leo. They have made it to Blue Ridge, folks. Now, these guys have their attorneys. They've had attorneys. They sued. Amanda, these guys have sued for their non-human rights. Yeah. It's a long story. You can read about it. Go on, just type in non-human rights, Hercules and Leo, and they finally got their retirement. They're going to retire at Project Chimp up there in Blue Ridge. So Hercules and Leo have made it up to Project Chimp. I just wanted to bring that up. We're bailing out. Put that down because I don't want anybody to think I said Puerto Rico and I got chimps on the screen. We're bailing out Puerto Rico, as I told you. Who is next? What are the bailouts like? If you think a $1.3 trillion, you better read it because I wonder what's being bailed out in the $1.3 trillion that you don't see. Because obviously we have pension funds, we have New Jersey, we have Connecticut, we have the tri-state area, New Jersey, Connecticut, we have Illinois, we have California. The list goes on. okay? Going to be bailed out. Hey, how about the guy? Let's talk about that in a minute. How about the guy? Think about this. Remember Rob Blagojevich? Do you have a picture of Rob? Did I give you a picture of Rob? Put a picture of Rob. Okay, as soon as this is Illinois, because they have a governor's race out there. There it is. Now this is Rob Blagojevich. I think he's still in prison, right? He wanted to sell the Senate seat. Obama goes to it's like a children's book, okay? Because it's a child we sent there, and next thing you know, he's president of the United States. Oh my God, what a scary thought I'm about to paint. But Obama goes to run for president of the United States, right? So he gets a Senate seat to appoint Blagojevich, and he wanted to cash in on it, so he ends up in prison. The guy to his left, we're going to talk about that. Now, I will say this. You only have to look at the governor's race in Illinois to realize, I guess, these candidates are not so bad in Georgia when you think about it. 821, I want to get a couple of those things together. Puerto Rico is bailed out. What is in the $1.3 trillion? What do you think about the $1.3 trillion spending bill? Hey, hit me up here, 706-889-9700. Send me an email, chief@fetchyournews.com. Are you finding things as you're going through the internet that the $1.3 trillion, did I say 1.3 trillion spending bill? Amanda, Stormy will be on 60 Minutes Sunday night.
Here we go.
Must watch TV. Are you going to watch it?
Probably not.
You're not going to watch the Stormy interview?
Oh, gosh.
It's with Anderson Cooper.
Oh, gosh. I won't even be able to stomach it.
Okay. Well, I hear Amanda's reaction. What's yours? I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's go to break. Let's come back. Let's talk. You name it. We're going to go over it. Take us a break, Amanda.